Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. And as always, I'm glad you could join me. Today's topic, no, smash that like button, smash the like button. They say if I don't tell you to do that, you won't do it. And I believe that's true because the people I watch on YouTube, I don't think to hit the like button unless they say something. Even guys that I really like, I just don't think about it. So smash that like button and we will move right along. Today's topic is going to be everybody's favorite subject, money, or women, whichever one, if you're a man. Money or women, they're kind of congruent sometimes. And money, people think, especially men, think if they have money, they can have women. Well, there is a certain truth to that. You can buy a prostitute. And there are women that are attracted to money, gold diggers. But women are attracted to a man with money, not so much for the money, but for the type of man that it takes to acquire money. Okay, money in itself has no inherent value. It's paper. That's all it is. It is only a representation of what backs the money. In most cases, it's gold. But in the US, we quit using the gold standard in 72 or 73, I think. So actually, we are printing money without any backing behind it. It's really just a bunch of zeros flying through the air. Nowadays, people handle cash not as frequently as they used to in the past. Usually when you go to the market, or the grocery store, people use cards. If I get behind somebody now who takes out the dollar bills and the coins, it's like I become impatient because I become so used to just sliding the card through there and the people in front of me doing the same thing. And I have to laugh at myself because when I was young, everybody got their money out and they gave them the money, they got their change. Many times if you give a clerk change now, they have a difficult time counting change backwards, especially if you give them a 10. Let's say the price is $20.30. No, $10.30. So you give them a 20 and 30 cents because you want a 10 back. That really confuses them just because they're not accustomed to doing that. They're not used to it. Everything is done electronically. So the value of money is just whatever it's backed by. Okay, for example, if it's backed by gold, if there was this huge discovery of gold and gold was plentiful as water, all of a sudden the value of gold would drop. What would we back money with? We could back it with ideas, technology, different things. Okay, silver, I suppose we would still have silver. Then silver may be the same price as gold is now. But money is just a representation of value. So when a woman looks at a man with money, she sees that man as valuable. Or if he has a BMW, a Mercedes, a Rolls Royce, diamond rings, Louis Vuitton shoes. I had a pair of Louis Vuitton shoes. They were okay, no big deal. I gave them away to someone. I wouldn't have even bought them, but my kids told me to get them. I didn't even know what Louis Vuitton shoes were. I didn't know what a hashtag was a year and a half ago, or a thumbnail, okay? I had seen many, but I didn't know what they were. But the point is that money usually, but not always, represents the value of the person who has acquired the money. Now, if this person who has the money lost everything he had, as long as he didn't lose his consciousness of that type of person, he would regain that money back in a short time. Because in reality, he wouldn't be broke because inside he is rich. The consciousness is what draws that money into himself. And also it's the consciousness and the inner man, the inner person that draws these women to these men. I know many of you guys see a man that has money, he's not that attractive, and you say, she's just with him for the money. Well, that's partially true, but she's really with him because of the kind of man that he is that was able to acquire that kind of money. The inner strength, the wisdom, the knowledge, the skills, that is what she's attracted to. Now, a woman will be more attracted to a man that has nothing if he has a dream, because that dream has value, and she can see that this man is going to become something. That is very attractive too. She will be more attracted to that than she will be to a man who has millions of dollars and he's doing nothing, just sitting around spending the money, not doing anything. You may find that hard to believe, but women are attracted to a man with purpose and vision. That's why I tell you, you have to become the man that all men want to be like, and the man that all women want to be with. Like I said, we do have gold diggers out there, of course, and we have men who just want to sleep with women. That's all they want. Okay, but a woman is attracted to a powerful, strong man. Women are attracted to power because it equals security. It equals provisions. It equals safety. It's a thing that they've been evolutionary programmed. It's an evolutionary program within the woman. As I said about us, we are programmed to seek out a young, fertile woman. We are more attractive to women who are 25 years old and under, maybe to 30, because when a woman turns 30, I'm not sure the exact number, but a lot of her eggs are gone, and women don't produce more eggs. By the time she's 40, few women can even have a child. And I think it becomes more difficult for them in their early 30s and late 30s also. I would have to research that again. I've forgotten the numbers. As where a man can be 60, 70, 80 years old and he can still reproduce children. That's why on the sexual market value scale, a woman's highest value is from the ages of 15 to 25. And then she starts declining after that. I know it sounds crude and unfair, but it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. So you don't have to like the sun coming up in the morning and blinding you, but you better accept it and get you a pair of sunglasses. So you have to adjust to these things. And as a man, you have to adjust to the fact that unless you have some kind of status, and that doesn't necessarily mean having a lot of money or material possessions. Status is a consciousness thing. It's something you have within yourself. And then the outer manifestations that come into your life, such as money, cars, women, whatever it happens to be, is the world bearing witness to what you are, to what you are conscious of being, to your concept of yourself. How can you expect any girl to think you're handsome, beautiful, magnificent, attractive, if you don't think that when you look in the mirror? And if you don't think that when you look in the mirror, you can change that. You need to start telling yourself every day when you look in that mirror that you are magnificent, you're beautiful, you're fantastic, you're wonderful. Marvelous things are going to happen for you today. Incredible, wonderful things. And say it with the same feeling that you voice your most ardent complaints with. Do that over and over and over again. How do you think you became the person you are today? By repetition of what you allowed to enter your mind. By repetition of your inner conversations. By repetition of what you are listening to, what you are watching, what you are allowing through your conscious mind into your subconscious mind. And then in a way that you cannot even understand, it brings this to pass in your outer world. I don't fully understand that, but I know it happens. Now, many people would say that that's all subjective. This is true. But the great athletes that you know, such as Muhammad Ali, if you are old enough to know him, he always said he was the greatest. He was the greatest in the world. He was the greatest ever. He believed that. He probably said it when he didn't believe it, but he came to believe it. And as he came to believe it, and as his conception of himself was the greatest fighter in the world, they look back on him now after he has passed as the greatest. They actually call him the greatest. Now, how did that come to pass? Alexander the Great, he's another one that believed from the time he was born there was a prophecy, or I just read about it the other day, but he believed that prophecy that he would, did he untie the Gordian knot? Was that him? It might have been. Okay, but, and if that's the story, We'll just go with it like it is. If it's not, it's one of the other greats. But I think it is Alexander the Great. They said that anyone who untied the Gordian knot, I think it was, would be the ruler of all the world. And he cut it with his sword. And nobody could untie it, but he cut it with his sword. So thus he believed that. Other people believed that. And his consciousness and the group consciousness of the people made him one of the greatest leaders of all time. Like I said, I could be wrong about that. I'm not going to check, but you can check. Find out who that is. The point is, it's the consciousness within yourself, your concept of yourself. Believe that you are, and you will become, and the world will bear witness to that out there. For example, let's say you want to be a great Casanova, a Chad, a great pickup artist, a player, okay? You have to see yourself being that person. Feel what that would be like. When I was younger, 13, I would fantasize about being with girls. I fantasized a lot about being with women, beautiful women. I mean, that was one of my goals, besides for being, or one of my visions actually, besides for being a tough guy and a motorcycle rider like on the old movie Easy Rider. Some of you may know that movie, but if you don't, look it up on YouTube. Easy Rider. I saw that movie in '69 and I wanted to be like those guys. If you look on my Instagram profile, you'll see a photo of me and I'm like those guys. I was about 18 or 19 then. I had a Harley Davidson. I rode around the country. I partied. I had women. I was like the guys on Easy Rider because I wanted to be like that. I wanted to be a tough guy, so I learned how to fight. And I was the guy that was humiliated and bullied when I was young, okay? And one day I just got sick of it and I had a guy teach me how to fight. He was a big guy. He was a tough street fighter, one of the toughest street fighters I had ever seen. And I thought, if I can stand up and fight with him, we would do it when we were drinking, I can stand up against anybody. He knocked me down several times. He took it easy on me too. He was a big man. But I learned how to fight. My first fight, I lost, but I felt great because I stood up for myself. I later went on to have more street fights until I had some trouble in a bar where I hit a guy with a chair and busted his head open, and I punched the other guy, his friend, and we got thrown out, and then the guy came out and stabbed my friend. It was a big mess. So after that, I decided to start boxing, which I did, and I was an amateur and a professional boxer. I'm undefeated as a professional. But anyway, I became a tough guy. I wanted to be a tough guy. Now, I thought I was a tough guy when I was a street fighter until I got into the ring with people who really knew how to beat you up. There are some tough guys in there. Okay, so, but this all comes back to the concept of yourself. First, you have to have the desire. Do you desire to be something that you feel like you aren't today? Then you need to know what people that are being or doing what you want do and be and how they act. And then you imitate those people and try to feel how they feel, how you would feel if you were there. Don't try to imitate them exactly, because there's no one else in the world exactly like you. But you can look at them as a model to follow. But you will be guided in your own way, on your own path to become a person, we'll say similar to them, but in the same genre. I think that's the word we use now, people are using, as this person. And you can become even greater than your greatest idol. Now you have to believe that that's possible, because you will take action on your beliefs. In an old book was taught that according to your faith be it unto you. According to what you believe, it will be done to you. It doesn't say according to what you believe, you have to go out and do it. It doesn't say according to your faith, you have to go out and beg for it. According to your faith, you have to go out and work your butt off for it. It doesn't say that. It says according to your faith, to your belief, it is done unto you. It is done to you. So when you have the faith and belief that you are the man that all men want to be like, and you are the man that all women want to be with, when you program, when you imprint this into your subconscious mind with emotion, like the emotion I'm talking to you with right now, feel it, say it as if it were real. Say it to yourself in the mirror. Say it to yourself with affirmations during the day. And in a way you don't understand, it will come to pass. And you will see things in the outer world bear witness to what you desire to be when you feel and when you have the concept of yourself that you are that person, whatever it may be. Now, the power lies within all of us. You can use it for good, whatever you decide good is, or you can use it for bad, which is good and bad is relative to relative to your perception, from where you're standing looking at it from. Okay, Hitler had the same power that you have. He used it for destructive purposes. And how many millions of people were killed during World War II? You have that same power. You can use that power however you desire. It's your choice. That's what we have, free will. We have the power to choose. You will either suffer the consequences of your choices or reap the rewards. The choice is yours. I hope this has been of help to you. Smash the like button again. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, share this with a friend if you think it would be of help to them. And if you would like to get my help personally, Mark's Inspirational Guidance at gmail.com. Send me an email. Have a great day.